That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Now the veteran kicker, Phil Dawson, ready to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Seahawks offense, 1st and 10, getting ready to go. A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Partner, from this vantage point, I would have thought they would have just wedged it in the middle and just put bodies in there and tried to move people to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. But they must have thought they had something to the outside and figured they'd break tendency and get there and pick up the 1st down. Unfortunately for them, the defense's pursuit was excellent.
They'll run with Barkley. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. eluding the pressure right. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll pitch it out to McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try to throw now. Prescott looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. And San Francisco gets set to go here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said they played the points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, The longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it. Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Rodgers going to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With it is Brown. That'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and out will come the offense as they take over. Prescott on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On second down, it's McCoy. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this.
46.
Looking to throw. Prescott. That escapes the sack. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Yeah, and that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he connects with Ertz. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Bring up.
Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and now it's second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Show, hey, let's go, come on. Show, hey, let's go, come on. Hey, relax, relax.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hurry up, hurry up.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to McCoy. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, 3rd quarter. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Everson Griffin in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Hustle, hustle. Good. There you go.
3rd and long for Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A first down carry for Barkley. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Prescott off play action. Escaping the pressure right. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. Second down, Prescott. Fighting through. It's complete to Brown, right side. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Prescott now on second down. He's got it. Back now here in Santa Clara as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They get it to him running left, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Gerald Everett, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
55's my guy, 55. Here we go, let's go, get out. 26.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
47. That boy's got 4 down. Here we go, wide 8. 26.
Off the play fake, Prescott rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cook. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. This give is to McCoy. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Here we go. Wide 8.
Again, it's McCoy. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, then we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Here's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. One final try now for Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So Charles are able to